went up and over a little bit.
So we're recording on the iPhone right now, not the GoPro, because I don't know where the frick the GoPro is. Had quite the day in our first boondocking experience with the RV. We'll talk about it later, but in a little more GoPro-ish fashion. But we're doing this project, this archaeology project out near Elko, Nevada, and expected this campground with a lot of big, fancy RV pull-through spots, no hookups, but still spots right on this reservoir. Wild Horse Reservoir, it's called. And they have blocked off over half the spots. Well, I guess every other spot.
So it's not every other spot. They have blocked all of the spots that are not pull-through. So the only spots available were big pull-through spots for RVs. So like little tent campers were in big pull-through spots, which normally a tent camper wouldn't take a spot like that, but all of the other smaller spots were closed, and I don't really understand what the logic is behind it. It's kind of in a circle, and the inside spots were all blocked off, and the outside spots were all open, but except for the ones that weren't pull-through. So anyway, weird.
Yeah, so I'm managing the sun right here too. So anyway, we went up the street. We got out of Reno later than we wanted to, probably 2 hours later than we wanted to, because of the RV place that was doing some stuff on our RV. They apparently missed the memo that we were leaving that afternoon. So we got out late. We got up here basically right as it was getting pitch dark, and so we couldn't really see anything. We ended up pulling off on the side of the road and having to deal with using the blocks that that give the jacks a little more extension. The stackers for the first time in the pitch dark on the side of the road. That was fun. Never really got it totally level because we were not in a good situation. But we popped the slides just a little bit to give us some room, and then slept for about 5 hours last night. Got up intending to just park the RV while we're meeting our contact for this project, but passed an RV park that we clearly passed last night.
And we couldn't see it in the dark last night.
The woman's like, "Why didn't you just stop here last night?" I was like, "Cause you have no lights on."
Yeah.
So there's that. Anyway.
We probably could have done a little bit of research before, had some backup plans, but we just kind of assumed that the state park would be open. So
the sun is really hitting Rachel right in the face,
really
right there.
Anyway,
so the good thing is, we delayed our start here. I emailed my contact or texted her, and we got a little bit extra time. We got everything hooked up, all the new stuff I bought, the septic hoses, everything. The water tanks smelled like rotten eggs when we took it out last time, so they ran sanitizer through it, so we're still kind of dealing with that. But we're hooked up to a city water supply and power, 30 amp, not 50, and which I think we're going to find more often than not from the sounds of it. And then, so we're off on the project. Oh, and I apparently don't know how far the slides stick out because I'm trying to do all these things all at once, and I'm trying to text my contact at the job site here, and I ran straight into the bedroom slide, like full on the flat part of it. I've got a huge cut up here, cut on my lip, cut on my top lip. I don't know how I didn't break my nose, but because it's right smack in the middle of my face. So anyway, that's it.
Got a hard hit.
I know. We're gonna go to work and hopefully get something recorded tonight. Ultimately, I think this all worked out, as long as the RV is not in flames when we get home.
Well, let's just hope you hooked everything up properly.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Yeah.
covered in cows. My favorite. Ready?
Archaeology.
All right, fine. I'm coming.
And what kind of glorious thing are you recording, Rachel?
This would be the original datum for the site. And you can see how delicious this cap must be because the cows have chewed it completely off. So there you go. We try to keep them safe by putting caps on them, but they're just too delicious and they eat them.
No.
Might be able to jump here. But if I miss, alright, fine. It's too slippery, I can't do it.
Just step in the water and go over to those logs. You just gotta go fast.
Go here.
Okay, watch all this.
What it is, I might go down.
I will capture it.
That one went up and over a little bit. Could have been
There's a
worse.
muddy boot right there.
Could have been
Maybe we
worse.
should rinse it off.